What's up guys, it's Fred again, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can start up your own YouTube channel and make money from it without having to be monetized through AdSense. And this tutorial is going to be a bit special because I'm going to walk through the creation process of an actual video, as well as give you some additional tips for you to expand upon this even further. Before we start though, I merely ask you to do me a very quick favor, which is to gently smash the like button because it really does help out me and my channel, and also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. Plus you can check out my investing channel as well.
Of course!
And with that, let's get started with the video. So first of all, and as you probably already know, how most YouTube channels tend to make their money is by qualifying for so-called Google AdSense, which allows them to earn ad revenue from their videos. However, the thing is, most channels tend to take quite a few months before they can actually qualify for AdSense, because not only do you need at least 1,000 subscribers on the channel, but you also need at least 4,000 hours of watch time throughout your videos. So today's method is one that potentially allows your channel to make money even without having to be monetized with ads, or one that you can actually utilize while still growing your channel to eventually add as an additional income stream even after your channel is monetized with ads. First, let me show you a quick example of how I've actually done this method on my own channel. And although the video topic will be a bit different from what we're going to be doing later on, the concept is still largely the same.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
So the video in question is this one right here, in which I explain how to use a certain video creation software called Vidnami, and I literally just used the free trial at that and garnered over 4,000 views and actually earned ad revenue from it. And even if I didn't, I still earned a lot of commissions from actually promoting and selling this product. So if we actually jump over to my email inbox, and if I just back out for just a sec, we can see that if I just search up Vidnami made a sale, there are actually multiple different sales that have been accumulated on my account, as you can see in my email inbox here. And if I just open up one of them, we can also see that each sale of this software has earned me $35 US. And the implications of this is that the commissions I've earned from these sales actually far exceeds the ad revenue I earned from that video. Now let's quickly pause for a sec, because I get you're probably wondering, hey Fred, I don't have the same number of subscribers as you do on your channel, and so how the heck am I going to get that many views and reach on my videos? Now this is not to say that your video on the same topic will not do better than mine, as you know, who knows, you might actually create a video that actually exceeds my quality and gets you even more views and more sales if you want to actually promote the same product. But if you don't, I'm actually going to show you another example and actually run through the full demo of it for a much simpler and perhaps more consistent way for pretty much anybody to make a video on and make money with. So the beginner-friendly method on a very searchable topic is to create certain how-tos that you know are going to be popular. For example, if we look at this channel right here called Techno Trend, they currently have almost 23,000 subscribers with not even that many videos yet. And as you can see here, they create very simple and short 3 to 4 minute or even 2 to 4 minute videos on, for example, how to watch a certain thing online on your phone, how to download a certain game, how to, for example, read comics on your phone, and things like that. And another example of this is this channel where they make videos on, for example, how to remove a virus from your phone. And with just these couple of examples, I can already think of some great products that pretty much anybody can promote. And for that, the first website I want to show you is maxbounty.com, which is an affiliate marketplace for, again, pretty much anybody can log in and find some of these products to promote. And in many cases, you don't even have to make a sale to actually make money. For example, some of these offers here say that you can actually earn per lead. For example, here under Norton VPN, you can earn 70 cents per lead, which means if people simply sign up and perhaps enter their email address, you can actually earn money without having to sell anything. Now the catch with Max Bounty is that when you're signing up, they actually say that you have to take a call to basically verify that you're a real and legit person. But what I found is that there's a possibility that you can actually just email them back to just tell them about what you know about affiliate marketing, to just let them know that you're a real person and that you kind of know what you're doing. And there's a very good chance that they can actually approve you that way as well. And even if you don't end up wanting to use Max Bounty, there are other viable websites as well, such as Mob Idea right here, where, for example, you can find a lot of these offers that you can potentially promote. And besides these, you can also go onto Google and search up the type of service you want to promote themselves, and just find the offers directly that have affiliate programs within them. But in this case, the example I'm going to use is promoting this particular offer on Max Bounty for which you can actually find very similar ones as well. But just as an example, using this one called Hide My Butt VPN service, it works worldwide, which is great. So you can actually promote it to anybody watching the video that you create. And then all you need to do is to get people to purchase this. And there's also a free trial, so they can actually sign up first before they perhaps purchase it to then earn you that commission. And the reason I chose this example is that a VPN is extremely versatile because you can actually use it to do a lot of different things online, and hence you can actually create many different types of how-to videos with it, and because it's actually useful to a lot of people. And in case you're not familiar with what a VPN is, it's essentially a way to change your IP address on your internet connection to make your basically device seem like it's connecting, or you're connecting from a different location than where you really are. For instance, a lot of websites only allow limited access or no access at all from certain countries, right? And so with a VPN, you can actually use that to access them, or even download certain things, or access certain things depending on which country you set your location to.
Nice.
And fear not, because I actually have a perfect example in place to use the VPN with, and I'm actually going to demonstrate the actual video creation process for you, coming right up. So the first step is to obviously obtain whatever software or product you're going to be demonstrating in your video. And in this case, HMA VPN does have a free trial, so you can just go ahead and get it for free for 7 days to do your video with. Just remember to cancel your free trial after doing your videos in order to not have to pay for it unless you actually want to continue using it. By the way, because I already have another VPN installed on my PC, I'm just going to use that one for my demo, but you can definitely just use this for your own because they actually work exactly the same way. Moving on to the conception of the video itself, we're actually going to be doing a how-to, which is essentially targeting people's problems and by providing a solution, right? And in this case, the VPN is going to be that solution to people's problems, and hence they'll actually want to download it or even purchase it to earn you money. And as for the specific problem that I want to be solving with this video and the VPN, first of all, this is sort of inspired by this channel here, where they actually target people who are constantly looking for ways to watch or read certain things within their interests or hobbies, such as anime or manga or the NFL and so on and so forth. And the reason I think this is a great niche to target is that not only are people constantly searching for the newest chapters, episodes, sports games, and so on and so forth, as well as ways to actually read or watch them, but also a lot of the times these types of media or content are region locked, meaning that people cannot necessarily access them from their own country. And thus there's actually a ton of different opportunities for presenting a VPN as a solution to wanting to watch some of this type of content. For example, the website I'm going to be targeting is called Manga Plus, and it's actually an official Japanese website where people can go on to read different types of Japanese and famous Japanese manga.
I haven't a clue what's going on here, but I'll act like I do.
And the catch with this website is indeed that not all manga are actually available to everybody around the world. For example, if I go and search up something like Dragon Ball, which is quite famous, and here you can see that there are this old version of it, but there's a new version of Dragon Ball called Dragon Ball Super, which I actually cannot access from where I am in Asia. However, by using a VPN to change my IP address to a different country, I will actually be able to find Dragon Ball Super on this website, as I will actually demonstrate and record in my video, right? And so I actually have almost everything I need to produce this video. The other thing that I actually need to use to record it would be something like OBS Studio, which is exactly what I'm using right now to record this video, and you can download it completely for free. So I'm just going to demonstrate the exact process of how to use this software.
A few moments later.
Alright, so here this is what OBS Studio looks like, and as you can see I have myself on my camera on the bottom right of the screen, which is completely optional by the way, and if you wanted to add this to your own video, you can just hit up the plus icon here on the bottom left to then select video capture device and then just select your camera. And if you don't want to capture your face in that video, that is completely fine as well. You can simply skip that step or just turn it off by hitting the eye icon on the right. You can turn on and off whatever you want. So here for example I can turn off my own camera, and actually all you really need is just the display capture right here, which indiscriminately captures everything that's on your screen as its name implies. And if you want, you can also have the audio input capture if you have a mic and you want to record the actual instructions. Otherwise everything else is pretty much not necessary for this type of demo video. And by the way, even if you don't do your own audio input capture with a mic, there are still other ways you can either commentate on with let's say a text-to-speech service like this one, where you can just type in your script and then have it convert to an auto-generated voiceover, or you can just simply type in your captions on your video editing software.
It'll be easy as 1, 2.
And now I'm going to quickly demonstrate how to record and produce such an instructional video. So the first step would be to open up OBS Studio and then hit up the start recording button on the bottom right, and the video will start rolling, right? And just keep in mind that you can obviously trim out whatever parts of the video clips you don't want later on, so don't worry too much if you screw up your intro or whatever, right? So now let's get started with the demo. This is how to read Dragon Ball Super if you're not located in the United States. First, you want to go and download this VPN right here. And then at the bottom, when you're selecting your country, because I know that you can actually read Dragon Ball Super from the US, you can just select United States and then very simply hit connect. And once your VPN states that it has connected successfully, you can go on to mangaplus.shueisha.co.jp to then search up Dragon Ball to find Dragon Ball Super. And here, this was actually done before I connected to the VPN, and that is why Dragon Ball Super is not here. But if I actually refresh the page, we'll actually see that the results will be quite different. And there you go, Dragon Ball Super has indeed shown up on this search, and if I click into it, we'll see that the chapters are in fact right below. And this has been how to read Dragon Ball Super even if you don't live in the United States or Japan. And so I highly recommend you download Hide My Butt VPN in order to read Dragon Ball Super and other manga without any fuss. And that was how to do the recording process. And now as for the editing, this is actually going to be extremely simple because we only did 3 clips. I actually did 3 separate clips that I'm going to combine together, and this is only a let's see, 1.5 minute or less than 1.5 minute video, which is completely fine because I actually got to the point and still allowed myself to promote the VPN to allow people to potentially go and download it to then making money, right?
I'm talking about this.
And again, with the editing process, you're not trying to do anything fancy, right? So all you really need to do is to trim out any of the unwanted parts from your clips. For example, here on Windows Movie Maker, which is free by the way, and I actually personally use Adobe Premiere Pro, but it's a bit too complicated to show you in this demo without making it really long. But anyway, here I can actually just go to where I wanted to start my clip. I can actually see where to start because I can see where my voice is from these like sound waves here. So I can just hit up move my cursor, so to speak, to this part and then hit up set start point, for example. And then here I can go to set end point to where my voice ends, and just rinse and repeat for each of the clips that I have here. Now, if you don't actually do your own voiceover, there are still a couple of options you can go with. The first being you can just type in your captions using your video editing software and just not have a voiceover at all. Or alternatively, you can also use a website called text-to-speech or fromtexttospeech.com to then type in your script here. And then just at the bottom, you can select the language. You can select the language, the voice, as well as the speed of your speech here. And then just click create audio file to then add that audio file to your demo, right? And then just speed up or slow down the audio file, speed up or slow down the video file to match the audio to make it sync up.
Of course!
Now, moving on to the uploading process, first you do have to have a channel that looks somewhat professional and legit, but I'm not going to go over how to set that all up because it's going to take way too long and it's sort of pretty self-explanatory. Just do your banner, your channel logo and things like that from say canva.com. And then once you're uploading your video, you can just type in whatever it is for the title, and then just for the description, you would describe it briefly. And very importantly, you want to have your affiliate link from Max Bounty or whatever website you're getting it from, right? So in this case, I've gotten the Hide My Butt VPN link here, and then went to bit.ly.com to shorten that link because it's super long. And then just literally, just pasted it right in my description right here so that people can easily go and download it. And a free trick that you can use to potentially make your videos more discoverable on YouTube search and as suggested videos through other videos, you can just go and download the Chrome extension called vidIQ, which is completely free, and then go to find bigger videos and bigger channels with similar content, such as this one here that I pointed out earlier. For example, you can just look at, for example, this video that did really well from a month ago called How to Watch New Anime Apps for People to Watch Anime on Their Phone, which has 36,000 views, as well as this other one, How to Watch Anime on iPhone. And then what you want to do with vidIQ is after you click into these videos, on the far right, you'll actually get to see the specific tags that this person used in their video. And so you can actually just hit up the link on the far right here to copy up all these hashtags at once, and then just go back to your video, scroll all the way down to where it says more options, and then scroll down again, and under tags just paste them all in, right? And then you can just do the same with, if there's not enough tags to fill up the entire box here, because you're allotted 500 characters. So here we're at 376, right? With this, I can actually find perhaps another video like this one from the same channel, by the way, to again copy up these tags and then just go back here to paste it in again. And by including some of the tags from these other videos, what this allows YouTube to potentially do is suggest your video next to that other video as it's being played and thus give you more traffic. However, my recommendation would be not to use solely hashtags or tags from other videos and just actually change out some of these that may not be as relevant, because relevance is actually the most important thing in my opinion and in my experience. So I'm actually going to delete some of these ones that actually specify like iPhone or Android. Maybe I'll keep a couple, but I'll delete most of them. And then actually replace them. For example, I'm just going to replace, let's see, this one and a couple more just to make space for my own hashtags to actually make tags that are actually specifically more related to my title, right? Because that'll actually make it even better because if the tags actually match your title. So I'm just going to type in how to read Dragon Ball Super. Notice that I'm actually targeting the specific title, because that is what my title says as well. So here I can say read Dragon Ball online free, something like that. And therefore, overall, I suggest having about half of your own hashtags or more that are very specific to what your video is actually about and your title, and the rest you can actually fill in with some of these tags from larger channels to potentially piggyback off of. Finally, before we go, if you want to learn a lot more about how to start and grow your very own profitable YouTube channel, such as how to pick a niche, different ways to monetize your channel, and so on and so forth, you can go and download my free ebook from my website. You can just type in influencerunchained.com/resources or go to the link below to download it. And it's actually a very long ebook, so it's pretty much a full-fledged free course that you can pick up. And besides that, there's also another free course that I have here, which is another ebook that you can get from the same page called 10 non-clickbait affiliate products that you can promote, which allows you to get potentially more ideas for stuff that you can promote by solving different types of problems and creating different types of videos for them to promote these products. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it or found it helpful, and remember to subscribe to my channel for more cutting edge videos about making money online and digital entrepreneurship just like this one. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.